Jude Bellingham has had a pretty good career in France, but he might be left thinking, what could have been? He has won several titles in France. He's done really well over his career, but he's never quite won the big one. You can see here, this is 15 years into the future. We've just finished the 2037 season. We're about to start 37-38. He's in France. He moved to PSG from Borussia Dortmund for £101 million at the beginning of the simulation, and he's gone from strength to strength in France. That £101 million move there, and he's had some great seasons since. His highlight being, if we look here, the 7.59 average rating, but only half a season in the 34-35 campaign. He has got loads of caps for England as well, not far off the 200 mark. I think it's 179 if we go back and have a look. 179 caps, 14 goals. He's done fantastic for PSG, 390 appearances, 51 goals. Good stint at Dortmund as well, after obviously leaving Birmingham before the save started. We'll have a look at his biography. He's won everything domestically in France. A couple of trophies with England as well, which we'll get to. But we'll see here, he's not really won that many personal awards. Obviously, during his time with Dortmund, they won the Europa League, if we can see here, back in the 23-24 season, so the second campaign in the simulation. A good European trophy there, and also won the World Cup with England in 2022, so didn't really win the World Cup with England. But he did in this simulation. They beat Germany in the final 3-1, which obviously is good for Bellingham because at the time he was playing in Germany. England haven't won the World Cup since, but what they have won is the European Championship, so Euro 36. With England. We'll have a look at that in a second. He's won the Trophy de Champions. We'll have a look at the European Championship now before we go on to everything else that he's won with PSG. So they are the most recent winners, beating Spain, who lost 3 finals in a row in the Euros, but 3-1 once again for England in the final, this time in Germany. But obviously Bellingham is now playing in France, so it's not that much of a big deal. So he's not won the league with Dortmund, but he has won 10 league titles with PSG. Quite a few, obviously. They don't won every title. Monaco have been up there as well. But when PSG haven't won, they have finished either second or third with Bellingham in their side. He's won 10 French titles, a few French cups, some Trophy de Champions as well, but not many awards. So here are the only 2 awards he's won. The NXGN, which he won before the game, and the first season in the game as well. Third place in a few awards as well. Young Player of the Season. He's not won a Ballon d'Or. He's been shortlisted for the best FIFA men's player, but never won it. He could have won many more things, but probably being hampered by playing for PSG. We'll have a look at his, he's there, his 179 caps for England. Have another quick look through his career. We'll flick back and have a look at his past, what he looks like at the beginning of the game. This is probably his highlight season, 7.59 average rating. What we'll do now is we'll jump back to the current day, the beginning of the save. This is him at Dortmund. You can see here, by his polygon, he's rounded out in his defence since this screenshot was taken. He's no longer a midfielder. He's a defensive midfielder by trade now at PSG. So he's worked further backwards, which is probably why he's not got the plaudits that he might have done if he'd stayed as more of a central midfielder, or maybe even gone further forward as an attacking midfielder. But he's won plenty of trophies in France. He's had a great career for PSG, but maybe you're sat there thinking he could have done better, and here he is, current day. I say current day, we're 15 years into the future. Bellingham is a career that's got great promise. Has he fulfilled it in this simulation? Or other players have performed better potentially, but he's definitely cemented himself in the England side and had a great run with PSG. And if you've enjoyed this video, there'll be more like it coming up on the channel. Here's the playlist. Watch it now.